Welcome, welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute, but first, hit subscribe. Click the bell, please. This is Virgo's predictions for January of 2023. We're going to get into all sorts of things prediction-wise, and by the end of this reading, you're going to find out the theme for the rest of your beginning of your year, middle, and whatever. For 2023, we'll find out the theme. As of right now, hit subscribe, click the bell while I'm shuffling. My name is Jordan. If I haven't met you, Virgo, it is lovely to meet you. We are going to get started here with our Oracle read first and foremost, getting into that very top general energy. Just kind of seeing where we are, where we align. When I say we, I mean you. That's what I really mean. Okay, so some sort of freedom. Speaking on freedom, independence, liberation, trying to be more open or open up and fly a little bit more. Maybe just allowing yourself to add to your messages or to listen to your messages or to hear your freedom or hear your independence or understand what it is when you are in your cage. I meant energetically. I don't mean really a cage, unless you're a bird or, you know, whatever. Or spider. I mean, those are in cages, right? You'll want to keep those in cages, I think. So, whatever. Okay, so basically I am getting just there's some sort of questioning or thinking or dealing with, you know, that freedom stuff or that feeling like, you know, maybe energetically or spiritually or physically even, you're just feeling like completely not free to do as, you know, what you're supposed to be doing, or maybe you feel like you're in a place where you're just liberated. But we're going to find out a little bit more here in just a second. I'm going to get these two oracles, and then I'm going to get into your tarot reading, which will tell us everything that we actually need to know. Okay. So as far as your quote-unquote independence, freedom, your free will, or whatever we call that, whatever it is that we're allowed to have, how is it that you're going to get off of this ride, basically? How are you going to get off of this not feeling like you have freedom? Or how are you going to get out of this cage, basically? How are you going to get into a place in which you are liberated? You are in a place of freedom. You're allowed to kind of buzz about and, you know, add to the greatness of what it is that you are. Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay. Okay. So, we're going to get into your predictions, and we're going to find out a little bit more about that freedom, or maybe that not freedom. But the question here is really, how do you know when, you know, it's your time is up, or how do you know when you need to do something about it to get into some sort of, you know, better space in which you do find freedom? Where is freedom for you, or liberation? Where are these things for you? Where can you, you know, expand on that space? We do have a Queen of Cups here. It's just feeling like maybe your reaction to happiness. Maybe just very much in your emotions, very much in your calm, you're serene. I think anything influencing this has a lot to do with anything going on energetically or spiritually, or, you know, maybe it could even be indicating distance or travel. This is a relationship. Okay, so that's the Two of Cups. Okay, so this Queen of Cups or this Pentacle sign could be an earth sign, could be a water sign. So whoever this person is, this is your person, okay? That's the situation is surrounding this person, which you both are communicating, you're expressing to each other, and you're both, the underlining here is that you're both in a connection. You're both in a relationship, okay? You're both very much intertwined. You very much mimic each other, reflect each other, twin flame kind of thing, or even soulmate thing, okay? So karmically, I feel like the elements are definitely supposed to be here. The only thing influencing this for me and what I'm seeing is that there's an exhaustion, or there is some sort of part of this that is doesn't feel as meaningful as it once was, okay? So to get into that place where you are on this path to meaning, or you're more determined to add to the situation and not exhaust it or not burn it out. It could be at a distance even, or it could even be in a place where this person's unaware or you're unaware, whatever. But I think what would bring this back to balance is to add to that meaning, is to add to that connection, is to find this, and make this choice, make this an actual thing. So where are we headed here? Let's find out what's going on in the past that's affecting this situation that is upcoming here. This is currently, now we're going to go into the past to find out what's going on as far as what pushed you into this place currently. Okay, so this could be an earth sign, could be a water sign, could be a Taurus in specific. This Two of Swords, because so we've already dealt with this. You've dealt with this person, okay? So this is definitely somebody that you've dealt with for sure. I think the situation is, again, the balance was off. There was something that you weren't quite seeing. You weren't seeing the full picture, if that makes sense, okay? I do feel like there was some worry, there was some tension, and I also think that there was a lot of confusion, and there were some choices that should have been made, and that just was not happening. And this is all to do with that Taurus, or that, you know, that person that you're wanting to have change with, or connection with, or moving forward with, okay? So anything that was stable or reliable would have been, you know, in the past with this specific person. That's probably why you went into that. You probably didn't see their positive aspects, is what I'm seeing with the Taurus in upright position. And again, you already went through this, so this is just, nothing liberated you from this situation, because this is very much energetically on you. I do think anything going on deep root wise is the fact that this is just something about somebody not caring, or just kind of over it, or too busy, you know, working, or too much in the coins, or too possessive, or maybe there was even a jealousy situation and it was just like, that's weird, and then, you know, it just went from there. Somebody could be really broke. I mean, you could be dealing with finances heavily in the past, and that's could have been influencing the situation also. Anything upcoming in January that has anything to do with this, or just upcoming predictions in general? No, it wants to talk about your love. Okay. I do think the only conflict that I see upcoming, it doesn't even have to be a conflict, but again, the situation is you really fighting for something here. You're really fighting for choice, change. You're really fighting for something stable. I mean, this is something you're wanting to build. You're wanting to take the distance away and put in building together, okay? The only thing influencing that is the Four of Cups, in which fact, I just think that with the Four of Cups, the security and the stability are here, but one of you keeps just looking ahead, like what's next, and not slowing down like they're supposed to when it comes to a love situation, or, you know, kind of wanting and waiting for something better to come along, or whatever. I think anything really rooted under this is that with this new beginning upcoming, you definitely are trying to prepare for something. So you could be preparing for this. You could be preparing for something that you are just very passionate about, but this is really just involving a love scenario. So I think you're really trying to put in effort, and you're trying to be kind of a magician or a wizard, or just kind of like bring a concoction into play that will create a safe space for you to have a situation with this person with long term. So, I mean, if you're maybe planning a wedding, maybe planning a ceremony, maybe getting into long-term happiness just in general, and spiritually lining up with this person. So, whatever it is, I do think the only thing that you are missing here, you're aware of what you're missing, okay? And you need to figure out what tools will make that easier for you to go ahead and move ahead, okay? And move forward with the situation, because you're already aware. And once that is in great plane, I think that the main theme for your year is going to be healing, which is a really nice thing. Let's get one more card on that, on the healing. Get a little bit more underneath the surface. So. even if you're just thinking about it, honey. So with this, it's just showing me that this is something that you reflect on. This is something you try to assess and look over constantly, this healing stuff. As far as it being meaningful, it hasn't gotten into that place yet. So like a hardcore, you know, person of wellness is going to be healing constantly. This is, again, just something that it turns out that you just kind of keep, you know, tampering back and forth with it. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. So a little reckless with your own healing or wellness, or, you know, whatever spiritually you're lining up with. And you also have some sort of a new physical beginning ahead. So that also could be something that you're dealing with, physically trying to heal, physically trying to take care of yourself, or just, you know, a new beginning in your home life, or a new beginning as far as being reliable in this, and just managing what you need to manage, especially if it has anything to do with health or finances. So again, your year is looking like finances, things you're passionate about, a physical new beginning, and healing. So theme of the month, theme of the year, healing. All right, please go ahead, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please, and thank you. Go ahead and hit that bell. Other than that, I am going to get out of here. It is lovely to see you this whole entire year. I will see you next year.